Evening, boys.
Evening, Sally.
Welcome to The Chatting, your local pubcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Mark.
And I'm the other Mark. 3 pints, Sally. And what are you having?
Get me a rum punch.
Cheers. Off at your over.
Evening, you hunky cherubs.
Evening, Roberto.
Are we all right?
Good.
Have we started?
Yes.
Yes. That's normally the start when Rob says evening.
I know, but you caught me a bit off guard.
I heard. All I could hear were you kind of commenting on Mark's belly or
I
stomach.
was looking. Yes, he pulled his shirt up, and I was looking at his
Looking like a red bell pepper.
his Adonis body.
Post holiday. Is it post?
Yes.
Yeah.
Post holiday blues chub.
Red
Chub.
Chubs.
He was actually looking at his sunburn.
Oh right.
Yeah, you guys had
sorry.
started. You guys had started. Me
I
and
can't
Mark's
believe
just
you're
having a
not
chat.
filming my face for this bit.
let me see the
You've
white
never
bits.
seen me look like I want to punch you, have you?
Let me see the white bits.
You don't want to see his white bits.
You'll have to go down for them.
Oh, hello.
Look at the state of that.
Oh, put that
Wow,
on.
you got a rain tan on you.
Well, I won't say tan.
It's more like a spanking.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, I mean from here, it's dark in here. It just looks brown.
It does to me, but I'm colourblind.
Yeah. I'm guessing you've got burnt.
It looks like someone's poured boiling hot water over him for the past 3 days.
Yes, and then dragged me through a field full of nettles.
What did you run out of sun cream?
No, I got caught off guard.
Can I ask, Mark? Do
Yeah.
you sunbathe, or do you? Is this from just walking around?
Typically, no.
Okay.
You can't sit around long enough to sunbathe. Surely you know that.
That's what I thought.
Well, on Sunday I managed to because we'd completely wound down over the week, and then when Sunday came,
You fell asleep on beach, didn't you?
just chilled. And
You fell asleep.
Ellen said, "Should we have a beach day?" I went, "Yeah, why not?" And I laid on beach and now look at the state.
Fell
of me.
asleep.
Where did you go? Sorry.
Went to Portugal.
Ooh,
Is
Portugal.
Ola Portuguese?
Spanish.
Ola.
Yeah, I think.
Who's she?
Oh, Ola. Ola.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we are.
Oh, very good. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Any
Yeah,
stories?
I've actually had a really eventful couple of weeks.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Tell
How
us
long
all
did you
about
go
it.
for? Guessing 2 weeks.
No.
Oh. So
like
you
you
lied to me then. You
It's not
didn't
like
go
you
for
to
a
make
couple
an
of
ass.
weeks.
It's not like you to make an ass out of you and me, is it?
Well, hold on. You did say a couple of weeks.
He said he's had an eventful couple of
Oh,
weeks.
Yeah, he didn't say
Sorry,
on holiday.
sorry.
He just said he's had an eventful couple of weeks.
That's my bad.
That's your fault for presuming.
I made the assumption
You did.
that
You
it
did.
was on holiday.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
we started off 2 weeks ago. We went out for Seb, who was our
Listener.
man. Well,
one
don't
listener.
forget.
I'm not-
He's actually a major contributor.
I was starting at the bottom. First and foremost, he's a listener, isn't he?
I mean, I'd now put him.
I'd finish at listener.
Yeah, I'd now put him as associate producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contributor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Manufacturer of Wheel of
Wheel of
Features.
Features, yeah.
We went out for his birthday to Corporation in Sheffield and watched a live band, so a brass band fused with hip hop and jazz and funk. They were absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Really good.
What were they called?
Renegade Brass Band.
Oh,
And it's not the last time we'll be watching them. They were
back
amazing.
to the beat to the Renegade Brass Band. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they were
cool.
better than that.
I thought that was pretty good.
And then on the Saturday, we went out to with two more listeners.
Oh.
Steve and Zoe Cakebread.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, we went to Manchester, and we went to Co-op Arena to watch the boxing. And I tell you what, the Co-op Live. I don't have any.
Yep.
Have any of you been yet?
No.
I don't think so. No.
It will blow your brains.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I've got a funny feeling Gemma's been actually, but I haven't been.
What makes it incredible?
It's just incredibly well thought out.
Well
Alright.
designed, apparently.
It's,
Alright.
it's incredibly well designed. You walk in and there's just space. You're not like walking around narrow concourses trying to avoid people. You know, there's just room. That is the inside. The sound is brilliant. The seats are all perfectly pitched so that if you've got if you like one of the seats at the back, you're pitched higher so you've got good views.
Like Leeds.
Like Leeds Direct.
Like
yeah,
Leeds,
yeah,
Yes, I was about to say because
Yeah.
Leeds Direct's like that.
Very
isn't
good.
it?
yeah. It's absolutely amazing. And now we'd got premium tickets, so we got access to the bar upstairs. That was something else. That were like...
Well, you shared the pictures with us, Mark, didn't you? And it looked amazing.
It honestly,
It did.
like the departure lounge in an
Yeah.
airport,
Yeah.
without the gates and people's suitcases and whatever. It was just
And planes.
But literally, honestly, I promise you, from the first person we saw at the door scanning our tickets, going in all the way to the bar, every member of staff we walked past spoke to us.
Nice.
Wow.
Them first. Like, good evening, how are you doing? You all right? Do you know where you're going? Oh, and then we got to one actually. We think we're upstairs. She went, right, come with me, I'll show you where to go. And off we went. And literally, as you walk to, you go up to the bar, but then you've got like obviously corridors that go down to all the boxes. And they're like really wide sort of hotel corridor styles, if you like, with boxes on the sides. And there's 2 members of staff on each door. You're walking past them, they're smiling and talking to you on your way to the toilet and stuff. And you're like, this is how it should be done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then as the night went on, and obviously when you go into the arena itself, you have to transfer your drinks glasses from glasses to plastic cups. But they're not like traditional like festival cups, that throwaway cups or the plastic beaker things. The wine glasses are shaped like wine glasses. The pint glasses are, so they're like the proper...
So they're like hard plastic type thing. Yeah. Cool.
Now,
Yeah.
I went to the bar a little bit later on and obviously got 4 drinks. They're plastic, so you can understand that
Just for him.
you've not got the weight of the glass. You've only got the weight of the plastic with the drinks in them. So the wine glasses are obviously now incredibly top heavy. As I was going back to the doors to go back into the main arena, one of the wine glasses fell off, or one of the wine plastics fell off, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" Anyway, this woman went, "Oh no, I'm really, really sorry." She went, "No," and I went like trying to bend down to pick up. She went, "No, you leave it with me." And I went, "All right." And anyway, so I took the rest of the drinks in, and as I came back out, she was walking towards me with a replacement drink. She went, "There you go," and just gave me a replacement drink.
Really?
Wow.
Bearing in mind, a glass of wine was 13 quid.
That was that was a member of staff, was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, I mean, I hope I've not got to the sack, but I won't name her. But do you know what I mean? But that kind of, because you're not going to get loads of people probably just spilling drinks left, right, and centre. And for them to be able to do that, we just, for me, just took that service level to,
Can I ask the venue itself? Is it in the round? Because you were watching.
It's rectangular.
Well, do you understand what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Because it's a boxing event. Like if Leeds Arena, you can only watch it from 180, can't you? Because you only get to watch it from one angle. Is it completely all the way around, or?
No, I think it's just from 3 sides. I think.
Okay.
I think because this stage is at the other side.
Right.
So they bring the walk-on from that side. Yeah, they do. The walk-on is from the far side where the stage would be, and then the ring is in.
And so there's 3. So there'd be 3 sides.
3 sides, yeah.
And what kind of capacity is it? I don't need exact. Just we're talking bigger than
big, I think.
Sheffield Arena.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's way
I
bigger.
think it's 24. Is it?
Wow.
24, 26,000.
Wow.
What Sheffield Arena?
It's about 14,000.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think.
It's a lot bigger then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's
Apparently, in terms of the size of the venue, it's the biggest arena in Europe.
Oh wow.
Arena.
And it's next to the other Manchester, or near the other Manchester Arena, isn't it? Or just across from where it. Am I right in saying that? It's pretty near to the other one, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Are you
I mean, I
sure?
could
Are
be
you
wrong.
sure?
I know it's next to the Etihad.
Oh, okay,
It's next to City Ground,
I
but-
thought it was in that sort of hub of an area. Maybe I may be.
I didn't see
I've
it,
not
but
been.
I weren't looking for it, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, so that were really good. And then obviously we went to Portugal on the Monday.
Very good.
Yeah, that was funny.
How the other half live?
Did you fly from Donny Airport?
No, we flew from Manchester. Yeah, so we come back from Manchester on Sunday. Oh, that's what were funny. And I still swear to this day, there were a group of people in the hotel. Well, there were 2 or 3 groups of people. There were some that you could tell were part of the boxing fraternity. You could tell a couple of them were probably boxing coaches or something like that.
Sorry, are we on holiday here, or are we?
No. We're still in Manchester.
He's rewound. He's forgot something.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could tell the women that were there were all dressed up, dolled up, and all the rest, drinking champers and wine and whatever else. The blokes were looking sort of ripped, tight t-shirts, drinking water, wearing the sports gear. So you could tell that, they got that sort of vibe about them.
Mm-hmm.
Behind us, there were a group of people, and I was like, these look like journalists or broadcasters of some sort.
Right.
And there was certainly one guy, and I was like, he's definitely on news. I've seen him on news.
Gary Lineker?
No. And then there were a woman as well, and I'm thinking, yeah, definitely off at news. Definitely off at news. Anyway, all night, and then we went into Manchester to watch the boxing. Come back in, obviously suitably lubricated.
Wait,
They were sat in the bar.
wait, Des Lynam.
No. So obviously,
Dickie Davis.
So obviously, I confronted him in a polite way, of course.
Who was it?
I went,
You want some?
I went, come on then. He went, well, I went, what TV channel are you off? And he like went, what? I went, you're off at telly, aren't you? He went,
Off telly.
no. And then we're like, you are. No. And I'm like, no, you are. You're off a calendar or Look North or at least something like that. He went, no.
I'm just calendar look north. My name's Tom Cruise.
So I spent about 20 minutes trying to convince him that he. And I still swear to this day that he was.
Did you get a picture?
Well, yeah, but it's not very good.
Oh.
Because when I took the picture originally, it was quite. Well, I didn't take it actually. Zoe took it slyly, and I was like, yeah, doesn't it? But anyway, as we were talking, and then he went to bar, and one of the women that he was with. She was like, and I went, he is into it. She went, yeah, but just, and she like did the cutthroat thing as if to say, yeah, just leave, no, like smiling, politely. It's like, yeah, just leave it now. So I'm thinking, he's got to be. And then got up next morning. They were in for breakfast, weren't they? Hey, is you off at telly?
They were loving you.
Yeah,
Really loud.
He burst out laughing. And then obviously we had his breakfast and whatever. In fact, actually, we were just getting down as breakfast was closing, and so we just managed to get in and get a couple of things from the breakfast buffet thing, continental breakfast or whatever
What
it
are you
is.
saying?
Well, and now we're like, yeah. So I just grabbed, I think, a bowl of Cocoa Pops and just sat at this table. But at this table there were a drink and some bits and pieces. And said to Zoe, she went, oh yeah, I think she's gone. Woman that was sat there. So we were sat at this table, me and Ellen, and this woman had left a yogurt. It'd not been open, so I'll have that yogurt. I'm eating that yogurt. And this woman walked back. I'm finishing off a breakfast.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did she say anything to you?
No. So Zoe went, oh no, she's back. And I looked at corner behind, you could see her approaching. And then she just sort of like looked and then just walked past us and walked back into the thing to try and get some more breakfast. But as we were leaving, and I was talking to him again, and I'm going, look, you are off at telly, aren't you? To this guy, obviously. And then the woman said to me, actually, she went,
relentless, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I'm on one, I'm on one. And the woman were like, She went, just tune in on Wednesday and you'll see me. And I was like, I knew it. And I didn't ask her which.
Is she on telly as well then?
Yeah.
But they're both on telly. Are they a couple?
Well,
I'm confused.
Well, I think they tend to move in similar circles, don't they? People in those industries are sort of married together and stuff. But I never asked them who they were, what channel they were on.
So tune in on every channel on Wednesday.
Well, so trying to find a regional British TV news channel while you're in Portugal, so you could, anyway, I missed the Wednesday one, and I would just, any other opportunity I got, I was looking, but I can't see them.
So when you saw them at the arena, were they there as business or
we
pleasure?
We didn't see them at the arena.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
Yeah.
so when you...
Just the hotel.
So when you saw them at the hotel, were they working or were they just... Or do you not know?
They were completely incognito. They were trying to convince me that they weren't journalists or broadcasters. Now, I dare say...
So there's no camera crew or microphones?
No.
Right,
No. So, but obviously, you'd stop in a hotel and just do the hotel thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I thought you said you saw him at the boxing event.
I thought he said that, but...
They were behind you.
No, at the hotel.
I thought you said at front there were all people with the suits on and the drinking water.
He said there were. I listened to you, Mark.
Thank you.
He said there were.
I thought the same though.
There was a few different groups of people at the hotel.
Right.
One group of people that looked like they was there for the boxing. The women were all dolled up. The men were all looking like boxing type,
that
drinking
makes
water.
sense. It was the word hotel I missed.
Right.
I just missed that one word.
Yeah. So just that one, just the only important word. But I'll tell you what, we're funny. Because we actually flew from Manchester to go to Portugal.
You didn't park it short stay, did you?
No.
All right.
Good.
No. We were sat in departure lounge. And
Sorry.
go on.
So you was in Manchester Saturday,
Yes.
drove home Sunday morning,
Yes.
to then drive back to Manchester
On Monday.
on Monday.
Yes.
That was bad planning, that.
Why did you
Yeah.
not just stay in Manchester on the Sunday?
Yeah.
Because that would mean leaving Darcy at home. Because Darcy stopped at her auntie's on the Saturday night.
But couldn't Darcy have gone with you on Saturday and just stayed in the hotel?
Yeah, it's not really a dumb thing, is it, leaving your daughter in a hotel room on her own? You've seen Travel Lodge and that, haven't you?
Well, yeah, but how
When
old
you
is
were
she?
in Travel Lodge with...
No.
Anyway, go on.
Where they give the key card out to anybody.
Yeah, true. Listen, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're sat in so we've gone to Manchester for the flight. We're sat in departure lounge. And next thing, you get the, bing, bong, the tannoy.
Yeah.
We got that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it though, because without it, it wouldn't have sounded as good.
It was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important customer service announcement. Can Betty Swallocks please come to the customer service desk?
No way.
Honestly, I burst out laughing. I looked at the guy up at E who started laughing, and as I'm looking round, there's just shoulders shrugging everywhere. Right? And she's not finished yet.
By the way, very good voice of a tannoy voice.
Thank you. It's a woman as well.
Oh.
And then she goes, "That's Betty Swallocks. Please come to the customer service desk urgently. Thank you." Honestly, everyone's crying with laughing, and I'm like, this is fantastic.
I mean, can I just interject here? I thought the days of people getting caught like that were over.
Yeah.
Because the people that do these announcements have surely seen the memes, they've been on the internet, their friends have told them about it.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
I mean, it's not a new thing, is it?
And it's an airport. We're not talking like a little corner shop.
Absolutely.
No. We're talking a major airport.
Thousands of people.
Where they're not just letting little Billy have a go on. Mike, it's somebody who's trained to have a go. And she's getting...
Well, my first thought was, somebody has just got all that tannoy button and pressed it, and they're going to go into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, about 10 or 15 minutes passed. Bing bong. This is an important customer announcement. Could Mary Hinge please come to the customer service desk?
This sounds to me like it's someone's last day.
Well, I just think there's a stag do or a hen doing, and they've been dared to go and ask for these things.
Or it's an influencer doing some videos for the channel, maybe, because you see it a lot. So somebody's gone there and done maybe that as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
then,
let's get some more from Mark.
Yeah. Then she repeats it. Mary Hinge, please come to the customer service desk. Honestly.
You had to think about that then, didn't you? Before you said that.
Then, honestly, that's it then, innit? That's it, it's done.
Yeah.
You've heard recording it last one, I think.
No,
have you not?
I didn't listen to it.
I heard it, yeah.
Bing bong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important customer announcement. Can Wayne Kerr please come to the customer service desk?
Hold on, have you got this on a recording?
Yeah,
Can't you
that's
play
Wayne
it?
Kerr. Please come to the customer service desk.
Play it.
Now, I only managed to catch the sort of back end of it because obviously I weren't expecting it at this point.
Yeah.
Right, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Wayne Kerr. Contact the information desk. Mr. Wayne Kerr. Contact the information desk.
Honestly, you can just hear people laughing in the background, can't you?
I mean, this woman who won, I presume it was the same woman. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, surely, is she not aware what she's saying? And surely her colleagues are not saying anything to her. And not only that, these announcements that she's doing, clearly somebody's going up saying, "Can you do this announcement?" Now, I didn't think they would just do random announcements in an airport.
You could tell with the voice that she's quite older. A little bit older.
Yeah.
So probably a little bit easier to, slip one way. Persuade.
But what? It's like me going up saying, "Oh, can you do an announcement for like Rob? I've lost him or something. Can you just?" I'm sure they
Why
go.
wouldn't they do it though? What would be, given that normal people or people aren't taking the mickey would just go and ask for a relative's name?
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't think we lived in this area. We're talking an airport here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of important announcements going off, and they're going, "Oh, can you just announce my name, my mate, because I've sort of lost him." They'd go, "No, that's not what we do. You need to go and find him yourself."
I know. And then imagine.
I don't know why they would.
Then you sat there another 5 or 10 minutes. Bing bong. No. And we're like, everyone's waiting, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, right about now. And honestly, I'm thinking the funk soul bro, and literally, and then it cut off. It cut off, and we're like, oh. And then a couple of minutes after, the next voice comes on, and a colleague comes on tannoy to wish her all the best after 33 years of service, and says that's a final shift, and that we're sort of because we were all thinking, it's got to be a stag do or something.
Yeah.
And no, apparently she'd served 33 years in the airport. That were her last shift, and she was signing off, and
So that were her colleagues more than likely.
Absolutely, it was a colleague.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's how obviously they managed to convince her to read them out.
Yeah. But that's brilliant. Because at the end of the day, like you say, you just start. And it's just funny. It's funny.
Yeah, because no one can take offence to it. The kids.
Well,
kids
they will.
I'm going to say, I bet somebody were offended.
But
were they?
No, I bet somebody were.
Yeah. But like, you can't say that kids are sat there going, little kids going, you can't say that. There's
Yeah,
little
yeah,
kids
yeah,
here.
yeah.
That, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get it, would they? They
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Yeah. Do you want another funny story?
Yeah. Come on.
So, well, we're in Portugal now. We're not at the hotel anymore, Rob.
All right. Okay.
And we're not in Manchester Arena.
Okay.
Or even the Court Live Arena.
And
you know-
you've been on plane,
We've been on plane.
and you haven't passed out.
We've got off the plane.
You haven't passed out or
We
on
haven't passed
plane.
out.
Right.
We're walking around and we found a nice tapas bar.
Oh, I love tapas.
Yes. So we're having tapas and a couple of drinks.
Patatas bravas.
No.
Oh.
And we got these. As one of the tapas dishes that we got were these shrimps and a garlic sauce. They were honestly they were to die for. The head, you know, when obviously you get a full shrimp, you pull the head off and the tail.
Yep.
They literally, the minute you touched them, they fell off. They were so nicely, I think Ellen would say, sautéed, cooked,
Yep.
whatever, boiled or whatever you know.
Yeah.
But they were in this garlic sauce. They were lovely. And so obviously we devoured all that and whatever else. And then last night Ellen had said, right, I'm going to do a steak and shrimps for the last night. And we'd been to this shop and bought these giant, they were massive, these shrimps. And she cooked them. And so, same again. So I'm pulling heads off and I'm pulling tail off and chewing away. And I've had 3, I think, at this point, and taters and everything else. And really, really nice what she'd done. Made her own sauce to go with it. And she's like, you are butterflying them, aren't you? And I went, what do you mean? She went, you're supposed to butterfly them and take the intestinal tract out the back. And I was like, well, this is how we had them at the restaurant. She went, yeah, they were butterflied. They were already done for you. And I was like, what? She went, that's where all the
Yeah.
The gubbins.
all the
Poo.
all the poo goes.
Yeah.
You need to take that out. I was like, I had 3 of them. And I was like, I'm not hungry anymore. Ellen's there cutting her back of hers with a knife and just pulling this little black.
I mean, he won't hurt you. He won't hurt you.
Well, I had to read it from it, but the thing.
No,
is
yeah,
the
of course,
thought,
yeah.
the thought
Yeah.
of it, yeah.
I've never done it, and I've eaten a lot of prawns. I'd put back off, head off, eat
No,
it.
but in all fairness, how many times have you done it and served them yourself? So, like, if you're eating them out in a restaurant or
They've
anything,
done it for you.
they've done it for you. And that's
okay.
why you'll notice that if you look at the prawn, shrimp or whatever,
Yeah.
it's slightly parted at the back
Right, okay.
because they've sliced it and taken it
Butterflied
out.
it.
Butterflied,
Right,
As
yeah.
Ellen
with
would
you.
say.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But if you do them yourself,
Yeah.
then
You have to do it.
yeah.
You've got to remove the shit yourself.
yeah.
yeah.
I was going to do it for
Oh,
you.
not me.
Yeah.
How like
There's an earthy taste to this.
Extra protein.
Yeah, you could say that. yeah. But that's me. That's me all over innit, when it comes to food. I'm completely ignorant.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
eat what's in front of me and just
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. Ellen's educating me, but I'm already 3 steps in front. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know.
The one thing I do know about your holiday, something you put on group, you've bought a kayak.
No, I want to buy a kayak.
He wants to buy one. I think.
Oh, right, okay.
How do you
I
think
thought-
you were getting a kayak home?
Well, that's the exact response I came back with on WhatsApp. I was like, how are you getting that back? I genuinely
And
thought you'd bought a
And
kayak.
you do know they sell them here as well. It's not as if we're a kayak-free country.
Kayak?
kayak.
Kayak,
Now,
kayak,
at
kayak.
no
Kayak.
point whatsoever did I say I
Kayak.
was buying one there.
It was the way he said, I'm buying a kayak. And I thought,
Yes.
you are stood in the queue waiting to pay for a kayak. That's what I saw in my head.
Oh,
I'm
I
buying
see.
a kayak.
And now I've just seen into your head.
Yeah. I'm
know.
buying a kayak.
Yes.
Oh, all right, okay. No, I'm going to buy a kayak when I get home.
Yeah. Ellen's reply was, "No, you're not."
And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Why did you want to buy one? Had you been in one and
Yeah.
thought this is great?
Oh, it was incredible.
Have you not seen pictures?
No, I've not.
no,
well,
I've
I'm
not.
So
I don't-
I'm
while
not big.
we were there,
It looks
me, Ellen
great.
and Darcy,
I mean, it's just like a canoe, surely.
it's more of a sit on them rather than you took your legs in, but it's the same
Yeah.
idea.
And I guess it's like the paddle boards where they push blow up.
No. These are proper solid.
Oh, right.
Because
okay.
the blow up ones aren't as good or efficient.
Well, that makes sense.
In that you don't get as much forward trajectory when you're rowing. But yeah, we went
Right.
rowing down the Atlantic coast through the caves. It was just unbelievable,
Yeah.
and it was a highlight of our holiday. All 3 of
I
us.
saw the pictures. I thought it
Nice.
looked brilliant.
Oh, you were incredible.
You won't get me in one, but it looked brilliant.
Oh, honestly, it's just incredible. And we were like, oh, should we do it again? Honestly, it was fantastic.
And were it expensive or?
Not particularly. €120 for 3 of us.
That's all right, isn't it?
all right, yeah,
Can't
that's
complain at that.
2.5 hours up and down coast.
Nice.
Nice.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And did you just follow? Were you like following like a guide or?
Well, you could say that. So
Mark wasn't.
everyone got in the kayaks and everyone's and I was like, right, Ellen and Darcy, you get in the same kayak, and I'll just get one on my own, because I would rather them two be together than me being one with one of them and the other one be on their own.
Yeah.
I would rather be on my own.
And neither of them wanted to be with you.
That's probably quite likely, and that's why they were rowing so quickly to get away from me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm stood there, and the guide comes over. He goes, "You okay?" And I went, "Yeah, just waiting for a kayak." He went, "Oh, and then he went, "Oh, we've got a single over here. I'll just go and see if it's available." And he went up and he went, "No, it's not available. Me and you will share one." So
Wow.
yeah, so me and the guide, yeah.
How did that go?
All right. I taught him a few things about the weather in England. Yeah. But no, we were fantastic.
I could just imagine Mark tapping him on the shoulder with his paddle. Like, literally just do that. Have you ever tried doing this? And then giving him a demo or something. And carry on a bit further, tapping him on the shoulder again. Hey, I've just noticed you can actually do this, and this works.
Our in the front, actually.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
at the back, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're good.
Well, you look well, mate.
Thank you.
You look well rested.
I'm incredibly well rested.
You
And
really do need to learn to put sun cream on.
I know. I just got caught off guard. You know when you sat there and you're thinking, it's all right, this.
Yeah.
And then
I get caught off guard exactly the same, so I know what you're talking about.
I don't.
Well, I went and did an escape room last week.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whereabouts?
Yeah. Yes.
It was Daisy's birthday. Happy birthday, Daisy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy.
And
Yeah, was it in Sheffield or
It
somewhere?
was, yeah, it was in Sheffield.
Which one was it? Because there's quite a few.
So it's called Houdini's, but it's actually in Tenpin.
Tenpin.
Yeah, there's a
Is it near Debenhams? Back of Debenhams?
I don't know Sheffield at all, mate. I don't.
Well,
But
when I said
it's
Debenhams,
a-
I don't mean
Tenpin is a big
where
place.
Debenhams used to be. That's what I meant.
Tenpin is a big place. So they've got bowling in there. They've got a big crazy golf course, which actually looks brilliant. They've got an arcade in there. It's massive. It's like 3 stories. It's
sounds
huge.
old. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
No.
well, I haven't.
Has it been there quite a while?
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, it's not the most desirable place to go. Maybe at night. Apparently, it can attract.
So you don't really know where it is, then? That's what you're saying. So,
So, do you know where?
can you give me a landmark?
Do you know where the commune used to be? So do you know where the
Where the nuns live.
the video game museum is?
Yes.
So it's near there.
Oh, okay, right.
that's
So it's on near Snig Hill.
West Bar.
It is near. We parked up the road from Snig Hill.
Snig Hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
We parked up the road from Snig Hill.
It's the old co-op.
Yeah.
It's the old cooperative, isn't it?
The old co-op.
Opposite Argos.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where the old.
You're right. It's not the most.
Apparently, it's not the most desirable place to be
No.
at night or whatever. But inside is brilliant. Like it's kitted out so well. The arcade looks brilliant. Everything, the decor of it all. Honestly, I were really, really shocked when you walk because you walk up the street and it looks like something derelict or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's just there. You walk, and honestly, the whole place
You're walking
inside.
up and there's people running the other way in balaclavas.
Yeah. It's just brilliant. But yeah, we went there. Went and did. I think they've got about 4 or 5 escape rooms down there.
What was the theme of this escape room?
Alcatraz. I would say it was
Okay,
very.
yeah.
I would say it was very loosely themed.
So we were like a
to be
prison.
honest, it
prison
was prison.
escape,
Yeah,
prison
yeah.
escape. Okay.
What makes you say that, Mark?
Just got a feeling.
But it was very good. It was very basic. It wasn't very high tech, but I quite like that.
Prisons for you.
Yeah, but I quite like that with escape rooms.
Difficulty level?
So the big question.
Well, it
Is
said.
that, was that the big question?
No, there's a bigger question than that.
He said.
We'll answer yours next.
It
first.
said on the website that it had a 30% completion record, rate, which normally means it's quite obviously semi-difficult. You know, 70% of people are failing. But go on, you can ask your question.
Well, surely you know what the big question is.
Yep.
Did you escape? Did you do it?
We escaped in 44 minutes.
In 4 minutes?
44 minutes.
Right.
And what was the max? An hour?
Yes.
And how many was
Smashed
there
it,
of you?
didn't you?
So there was me, Daisy, Kylie, Mimi, Scarlett. No, Scarlett didn't go. Courtney and Noah. So there were 6 of us. 3 adults, 3 kids.
And who was the main brains behind it all? You're going to say you, aren't you?
No, I'll be honest with you, no more. I mean, I love escape rooms. You know I love escape rooms. I mean,
The incentive to get out of an escape room quickly is take the kids in with you.
yeah.
Detective Daisy will have been the brains.
Well, the thing is
He's going to say shared, isn't he?
I will have an escape room one day. 100%. That is on
In your
that
house,
is-
you mean?
No, just I will have.
In his bedroom.
Yeah, in my bedroom. Yeah.
People just can't escape. No, they've got another name as well.
But
Fritzels.
obviously, I go in. Obviously, I want to try and take lead as I do or whatever. But very quickly, the kids got really into it. So I think me, Daisy, and Kylie naturally just took a little bit of a step back because it was great.
You don't take a step
I did.
back.
I promise you. I did.
I'm not having it.
I did. I promise you, because it was just great watching the kids do it. Like literally watching them working together, coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
You know, and then seeing the face when they've had an idea and it works or whatever. And do you know what? It was just brilliant. Just we didn't just stand there and watch them do it. We were involved in trying to get it. You know, trying to do it, but. We naturally took a little bit of a step back because they were enjoying it so much, and it were really good. It were really
You
good.
can get quite some apparently really good escape rooms on your TV now, can't you?
Yeah,
These online
I'm not
escape rooms.
I'm not a fan. I have tried one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. They don't seem to be as taxing. They seem to be quite
Easy.
following.
The ones for me are they're on the Quest, the Meta Quest. If you're going to do escape rooms, it needs to be, if you're not doing it physically in an actual room, it has to be in virtual reality.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've done the game ones. So the one that you buy as a game, and I think the brand we've used is called Exit, and they're very good. They're very, very, very good.
Yeah.
You know, that you
Yeah.
can just do at home if you
Right.
like.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, they are brilliant. But I love going out and doing an escape room, and I forgot how much I did enjoy it, and you know, because it's been a while since I've done one.
Are you allowed to film in these escape rooms?
No.
You're not, are you?
No.
Because they don't want you to leak what's...
Yeah,
Yeah.
He even said part of the spiel before we went in was like, don't use your phone. You know, basically, if we can see you using your phone to for a light or a torch or whatever, then
Yeah.
fine. But if we see you taking pictures or videos, then
You're out.
Yeah. Because I was going to suggest...
That's how it got out in 44 minutes.
I was going to suggest us doing an escape
Well,
room.
that's exactly what just triggered my thought then, that if we could do
Yeah.
one, like maybe do one in here even, or somewhere where we would be allowed to film it, we'd have to either buy one or get someone to create one. But you can't create it because you've got to be a part of it.
no, but let me create it and you three do it.
I'd end up killing them.
I think that'd be brilliant. I've done escape.
Or they'd end up killing me.
I've created escape rooms before.
Well, you create an escape room, and
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do it.
because I like designing them as well. I like designing them, but
Knock yourself out.
but yeah, but that was good. Anyway, that was I really enjoyed doing that.
Marvellous.
But I definitely go back there, and I definitely want to try the crazy golf that's there. So
Yeah, I love crazy golf. Yeah, you know that.
Speaking of escape rooms,
yeah.
we're going to the moon, aren't we?
What us personally as a task?
I thought you were...
Not us, but we're off back to the moon.
we're actually...
Well,
they're
kind
actually,
of.
They've actually come back.
On his way back.
They're on his way back now.
Have they come round the other side now?
Yeah.
Because
happened.
did that happen last night?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, hold on. It happened 4 days ago.
I thought
What?
they'd landed now,
Yeah.
haven't they? Aren't they back?
Landed.
Like they're back.
no.
Are they not?
They only got there like last night or early morning.
At the risk of
surely.
spoiling the theatre, are we
yes.
talking as though it's today we're recording, or are we talking as though it's Friday when this episode goes out?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in there and say that.
Oh yeah, they've landed, aren't they?
Physically, as we're sat here right now, they are on the way back.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
That's where I were at.
So they've gone round the moon,
Yeah, and
they're on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
believe that by Friday, if you are listening to us on Friday,
We're not wrong, and they have made it.
yeah,
They're not,
well,
and they're
let's
not,
hope.
still, they're not still going around the moon.
I'm gonna say it would be really distasteful if they hadn't.
No, it-
And we're
it-
going. Yeah, they've landed.
Yeah, and they were. I'm sure you said the Earth was round here somewhere.
Because they're doing a figure of 8, aren't they?
Correct.
Using first Earth's orbit.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
And then
lower
they-
orbit.
Yeah, and then they come off there, go down the other side, go around the opposite way of the moon's orbit. Yeah.
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 And then back round
Yeah,
again.
like slingshot round it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you? Can you remember when we went on? What's the ride called?
Space Mountain.
in Epcot. The one that I love that no one else seems to like.
Oh,
It's a small world.
Mission
Space.
Can you
Yes.
remember that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted
Where-
I was going to say Spaceship Earth, but it's not that, obviously. That's
Where
another one.
you get in and it closes down on you, and then it's a rocket launch.
Yeah.
And if you
the one that starts off like that, I'm thinking of Space Mountain, aren't I?
you are, yeah. This
Yeah.
is it's in Epcot in
Okay.
It's a
America, and
simulator.
It's a simulator.
Oh, wow.
But what it is the whole ride. You don't obviously realise it when you're in it, but the whole ride spins. So you know, like how the prepare
Like the old simulators. Oh, is it in a...
no, how they prepare astronauts,
Yeah.
where it spins to get the G-force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
In a centrifuge.
Yes,
A bit
exactly
like
that.
in that James Bond film where he spins around and he passes out.
Yeah.
You can remember
Is
James,
that Moonraker?
Moonraker, yeah.
So
Yeah, that
literally, you get in, and then the shut the door outside you, and then the console kind of like comes down over you, and then you're looking through a screen, and the screen is obviously then it opens up as though you're laid in a rocket and blah blah blah, and it fires you. It's brilliant. I mean, like the way you feel the G-force and stuff. A lot of people don't like it because of it
Absolutely.
creates travel sickness.
Yeah, yeah.
They do offer
yeah, there's a green and a red.
a green
one.
and a red, so you can go on it and it doesn't spin, so you don't feel the G-force.
okay.
But what's the point in that?
Absolutely.
But that basically that on that ride is pretty much, apart from the lower Earth orbit, it's the same mission of what they're just doing. I said it earlier.
the slingshot.
Slingshot round the moon. So
Because
they use
this is the first time they've ever planned to do this, isn't it?
yes,
The first time was Apollo 13, which was only a way of getting out of a bad situation, right?
yes,
Yeah, that was it.
yeah. They've never done it before though.
But they did, that's how Apollo 13 got back to Earth, is it not?
Oh, I'm not, what are you talking about?
This now, as of when they approached the moon,
Yeah.
yeah, because of when we went up in the 60s or whatever it were, when we landed on the moon,
1969.
they approached it from the front and landed on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they approached the moon this time round, it was the furthest any human being has been away from Earth.
So
Yeah.
I originally thought that, and you're probably right.
I am.
Right, okay. So, then Apollo 13 went wrong.
Yeah.
And they had no...
Be careful that you're not going to confuse the actual mission and the film.
Well, I thought the film... I mean, surely, to God, they didn't make up how they got back.
Well, no one's slingshotted around the moon before.
Is
We
that-
have this
I
mission.
remember... I do remember reading it and
Just
thinking...
hurry up and Google it.
I've got to check it because...
I mean, while he's googling it, I mean, yes, this is the first time that man's been as far away from planet Earth.
Yeah,
and we've never been round the dark side of the moon.
it's
Yeah.
classed as
and that's-
outer space, isn't it?
No.
Well, I don't know. I
I
don't know about the
don't-
technical term. But obviously, they went round backside at moon and they lost contact, didn't they?
That's right, yeah.
For like 40 minutes or
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
minutes or something like that.
And I understand, Robert, the film,
know.
they do the same. They go around and then they lose contact and everyone's
Yeah.
holding their breath. Are they going to come back? Blah, blah, blah. But I believe that was fiction.
Right, let's just double check.
If it's
I must admit that there is a song by Public Service Broadcasting called The Other Side. And I don't know if you've ever listened to any of Public Service Broadcasting's music. They're absolutely incredible. And they're amazing live. And I think all three of you would really appreciate them if you watch them.
Right.
And they use snippets of old news broadcasts. And they play music to them. But they also play... So there's the people talking over radios and whatever else and reporters, and they're playing music that gives it the theatre, and you can almost picture the story. But one of the songs that they did perform was called "The Other Side," which did actually get me thinking the other day whether it. I know there's certain things that they said hasn't been done and whatever else, and there's certain the first person of colour that's gone, and the first female to actually travel into space because Helen Sharman only managed on the lower orbit of Earth, didn't she? So there were a lot of firsts for this mission, but I was a little bit unsure about The Other Side because, like I said, I thought that all the stuff that they played was based upon factual broadcasts.
Yeah.
Um,
Without a shadow of a doubt, 100%, this is the furthest we've ever been away from Earth.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, now you say it, I can see it on the ticker tape at the bottom of the news saying that this is the furthest.
Is that I have you seen the two images they've started to display of Earth from whether it was Apollo mission that they took the first photograph,
Apollo 11.
or whether it was I don't know which Apollo it was, but regardless, that and then obviously what we've just took. And it's almost the identical image, but obviously it's showing you from two perspectives. And that anyone's talking about is in the new image, it's kind of greyed out. and they're saying that is the greenhouse gases.
Oh, really?
That is the physical entity of.
I know. I didn't
damage.
read the article. I saw the two images that you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I saw the headline was something like "How Earth Has Changed" or whatever.
I've not seen it.
But I didn't.
bet it's quite grim when
I
you
didn't
see it.
I didn't read the article.
They say that you don't get a full, and I think it were Tim Peaks that said it. You don't get a full appreciation of that we actually all live on the same planet,
Yeah.
and we're all should be closer to each other than
Yeah.
we actually are.
Yeah.
We share this one circular, spherical object.
I can imagine that it gives you a very different perspective on life in general.
100%.
When you just look at this, like you said, there's just one. We're literally just all together on a floating rock.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you know some of the science about how they did it and why they did certain things that they did in terms of why they orbited the Earth for 24 hours?
From what I understand, the way Moon has a different orbit so it's not
it's elliptical.
It's elliptical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to get it to a certain time, so that it's the shortest distance to the Moon, rather than because it's the difference between something like 326,000 kilometers or miles, I can't remember which, opposed to 420. It's something like it's quite a big difference.
So it's so basically the first 24 hours was initially it was all the planning of it's incredible because like you said they have to time the orbit of the Moon because that's ultimately they've got to get that right, which I'll come back to. But they're orbiting the Earth initially. They're testing all their equipment. Mm-hmm. They're making sure that they're ready for this because once they're off, and they have to, they need to be making that the orbit of the Moon to get the return trip, so it's and the difference don't get me wrong, they got very scientific clever tracking devices which allowed this not to happen, but what they said was if their route from Earth to the Moon started off at 1 meter incorrect, by the time they got to the Moon they'd be 1,000 kilometers off track.
1 meter. Wow.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't realise how far the Moon was from Earth because the fact. I know it sounds stupid.
Hang on a minute. Just think about what you just said there, Bob. Did you think it were like, it's about a mile up into the sky?
Let's face it. Look how close I think the Moon looks from us.
I'm going to say
it doesn't look close,
to
but
redeem,
you can see
to redeem it. Are you saying when you look at the Moon, it does look quite close when it's
And the fact that
but
the
it's
nearest
millions
planet other than that we can see is it Jupiter. We can see like it's like a brightest star.
You can see Jupiter, yeah.
As a fact that I learned the other day, you can fit the entire solar system between Earth and the Moon. Mm-hmm. So every other planet and the distance between every planet, you can fit between Earth and the Moon.
I don't think that's right. You can fit every planet in between. I don't think it includes the distance between them.
I thought it said the entire solar system, so the distance between each planet, which...
I don't think that's correct.
Right, okay.
I can't verify that.
But
I'm
must
not
admit,
scientific.
Think about it, Rob. We can't travel far enough. We can only just get to Mars. So we can't travel far enough to get to
I did
Jupiter
think when
or
I was
whatever.
thinking in my head, I'm thinking, hold on, we're talking about going to Mars. That can't be that hard if we can get to
No.
the
So
Moon.
I think you can fit every planet if you were to line the planets up
Yeah.
next to each other between us and the Moon. I believe that is correct, but it's not the space in between.
I mean, really, that doesn't really surprise me that you can get every planet in that distance.
I think I understand where you come from when you say you don't realise how far away because the amount of distance it is away is almost inconceivable to us as humans on here that have never been as far away from anything physically.
Yeah.
And it's impossible for us to be as far away from anything physically on Earth.
It's 8 times the circumference of the Earth.
Right.
So the circumference of the Earth,
Yeah.
it's 8 times that is how far away the Moon is.
I always find it a lot easier when I see it
amazing, isn't it?
visually. There was an image on Instagram that showed a picture of Earth, and it said if you, I can't remember if it drove or walked, I can't remember one of these, for a year, it pointed to a place, this is where you'd be. And bear in mind, you're on the first slide. And then it says swipe right to see where the Moon is. And you must swipe 12 times, and it's showing you like this distance.
I think I've seen this.
And you get to, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
That's 1 year. It can't have been walking. It must have been something slightly, faster speed than that. But
It's 250,000 miles.
So just to
Yeah.
throw,
And-
I know we're still talking about it, but do we know if they've seen anything on the dark side of this moon? I mean, or was it too dark for them to take any pictures? I mean,
I don't know.
we don't because I know we've been back in contact with them.
Yeah.
But if it were me, I'd be like, listen, guys, I've seen something. I need to tell you right now. I'd be so
Yeah,
excited.
I
or
think-
are they going, well, I'll just take a note of that
yeah.
and I'll share it when I
They'll
get
be
back.
like, oh my God, I can't believe what we've just seen. And back,
I'll get it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Trump's been online.
yeah, don't you tell anybody that you've just seen Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones on the other side of the moon.
I genuinely feel like there is already an image out there of the other side. Yes, it's dark, but it's you can see stuff. I'm sure I've seen a picture of it. It just looks
before
like
they went.
no, as in the last day.
Oh, right, what they've released as an image,
yeah,
right?
because
Okay.
NASA's image of
I mean, I'm presuming the other side of the moon just looks exactly the same as the other side, but the sides that we can
the
see.
image
Surely
that-
it's not going to be any different. It's not going to be trees and waterfalls on it. Is it? Surely.
Well,
You're saying that?
there is water on the moon.
I was just about to say.
I know, but what I mean is, it's not going to be like, oh look, we've
Green.
got we've
No.
got rivers and we've
Well,
got
hold on.
there's a Witherspoons on here as well.
You can't
Yes.
see what you can see on the other side. So you can see blue, green. You can't on this side.
Mark, you're
Okay.
right. There are no Weatherspoons on there, but you know the Weatherspoons in Chapeltown? Yeah?
Yes.
The toilets are on the moon.
yeah, as they are for most of
I don't know if this image was enhanced,
Right.
but the photo that I think I've seen of the other side, reverse of the moon, it's like chalky, but it looks like blue, and you can see a bit of green and something else, which are obviously.
So it is different from the side we can see then.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
they did-
There's going to be some difference. It's going to have different craters and different things.
Yeah, but it's all going to be grey, surely.
I don't know about the makeup, but I do
Are
know.
you sure?
I do know they said that they got to a certain point on the way there when they were checking that with their lunar charts that they were looking and they were travelling to the different side of the moon because they were looking and thinking,
What, they not got sat navs?
well, but when you're looking at the moon and it looks a particular, you can sort of recognise it, and you normally you become familiar with the craters, even though we're at a distance. You
Yeah.
sort of you sort of know what it looks like, don't
Yep.
you? But as they were approaching it, and they're obviously getting to that dark side, it looked different because they were on a different trajectory, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Wow, we are." And then they checked their lunar charts to make sure, and they could see that they were. So it does look different in terms of makeup. I'm not so sure. Obviously, we'll find
Well,
out.
again, you've got chemicals. They're all different chemicals.
Yeah,
aren't they?
I think I'm not sure about the green, Rob. Is what I'm. That's the only reason I
Well,
pulled the face because if there were green, that would mean there was life on the moon, and I think that then therefore that
No.
would be a much bigger story.
Yeah, no, I don't
Hence
mean.
why this mission never happened, and we're all about to meet Will Smith.
I don't mean green as in trees. What I mean is it's just another chemical.
Right.
Each chemical has a
Slightly
light
different-
hits
yeah.
it differently.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it's that because you can
Right.
tell it's very clearly chalky. It's not. It's not a substance. It's just a reflection it's got.
Well, there's no light reflecting off it, is there?
No, again, listen. I genuinely, the image I might have seen might have been a mock-up from 10 years ago that they've put out just because it's. Do you know what I mean? I
It
don't
could
know
be
what I'm
AI.
So
seeing.
you found your old school homework, haven't you?
Do
Yeah.
you know why they've done this mission?
Yes. Well, no. I think it's related to the fact that they are getting ready to land on the moon to
Yeah.
put supplies on the moon,
And get a
ready
moon
to go
base.
to
It's
Mars.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, yes, two ways. They're going to use it as a forwarding base.
Yeah.
But the primary reason is to create a hub on the moon
Colonize the
to
moon.
colonize the moon.
And-
Mainly for
and they're putting a phone
Material-
signal on there, aren't they, as well?
Are they?
But apparently, I think, aren't they?
Elon
You're
Musk.
joking,
Elon
aren't you?
Musk.
You can't even get a signal going past Keppel's Column.
That's my point. I mean, they're going round dark side at moon. I mean, I know they lost contact a little bit, but they're miles away and they've got perfect video, 4K video. And I'm like, why can't we
Yeah.
get I don't understand. I don't understand why we can't get signals here.
I must admit,
What's going off?
one thing that it did raise the question, and it's never something that I've ever doubted. It's never something I've ever doubted until I watched the magnitude and the amount of work, the amount of money, the amount of technology and resource that's gone into this mission. And then you look at the video footage and the calls that they had back in 1969, and I think, did it really happen?
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
first time I actually thought,
I know.
looking at what it's cost,
Yeah.
just to get off, literally in fuel.
Yeah.
It were millions of dollars
yeah,
in
but
fuel
That's only because
just to
war
get
in
off.
Iraq, though, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah, but and then So sorry, just
Go
just the magnitude of what it's taken, the engineering, like I said, the engineering, and granted, I know there's been a lot more gone into it because they've had to do what they've done going around the moon. But to look at people, they've actually landed on the moon before, gotten out, video transmitted, audio transmitted,
Live.
yeah, exactly. What is it? 60, 70,
50 years ago. More than 50 years ago, weren't it?
70? It'd be 70, wouldn't it?
Well,
69
when?
to. Anyway, excuse my maths.
Well-
and then it's the first time when I've sat there and thought, actually, and when you watch the video, you go, it does look like they're in a studio, the original. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll come in here. I said when we talked about conspiracies, I'm not, listen, I'm not going to sit here and go, no, we definitely didn't go to the moon. But I do have, like you, Mark, I'm like, I'm not sure, you know what I mean? Because, like, it's took us another 60 years to go back. And I'm like, why would we not have gone back before then?
Yeah.
And you think about the computer power that we had back then.
It's
about as much as what's in a calculator.
Well,
and you're like, I don't understand why.
They're the other things that have come into play because, like you say, you look back at the time and you think, why has nothing happened in between? And if it's taken so long to develop this to get there and do what they've done, then how did they manage it then?
Yeah.
Well,
So
a lot
if
of
they-
it to do with cost, isn't it? Like what you said.
Absolutely. So, but if they've spent the 50 years getting from 1969 or whatever, however many years it is, do the math, from then to now, how long did it? Were they getting ready for the moon landing in World War One?
Exactly.
You know,
and on this mission, they didn't land on the bloody moon. I mean, last
Yeah.
time they landed on it, got out and had a little kick about. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's
I
like,
think
what?
also that the
It's just staggering.
the shuttle. Which one was it that blew up on it literally going up? I think that set everyone back a little bit because
Yeah, it did.
It made them realise that actually it's not 100%
What
safe.
was the name of it?
Apollo 17, wasn't it?
No,
The failed one?
No,
Or was that
it-
the one that they aborted?
Orion?
Yeah.
No.
it was one of the shuttles.
It was the one
It was a
shuttles,
shuttle,
yeah.
and it exploded on the way up, didn't it?
And that-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mark.
Sorry, the other thing I was just going to throw into it, and certainly with the climate that we're living in at the minute, which is very tense at the moment across the world, isn't it? And I'm not going to get into politics, but obviously there's a huge political drive across different nations for the race to achieve things first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does,
Yeah.
you know, going back to it,
Yeah.
you think, and, you know, Donald Trump with his own truths, you
Yeah.
know, it does make you wonder, doesn't it, whether people were like, well, you know, we'll pull this off with Blaggett.
Absolutely.
And because Trump would do it now, and he'd say, "Oh, yeah, they've just come back now. They had 3 days on Mars. They've been to Saturn. They went to where the spoons on Pluto.
Yeah.
And they came back faster than anybody's ever come back, faster than anywhere ever in the history of ever."
I tell you what,
That's
he
a
did.
good, very good summer for Trump, that, Mark. That's spot on.
I tell you what, it did make me realise because I watched the launch. I don't know whether you guys watched
Yeah,
it or
yeah.
not. I
Yep.
watched the launch. It made me realise, actually, and I know this sounds a bit, well, but
How big is moon, like Bob?
it made me
We're not made of
realise.
cheese.
It made me realise how far away we are from travelling at light speed.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, like, you know, when obviously you watch sci-fi programs and
Yeah.
Star Trek or whatever it is, and they're traveling, you know, warp speed, light speed, and stuff like that, and that's how they say that, you know, we'll only really truly be able to space travel properly if we could travel at the speed of light, because then
Yeah.
we can bend time basically,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and. You kind of think the way technology is moving along, you kind of think, well, you know, it's maybe one day, you know, whatever. And then you realise that, look at the effort that this has gone to. A, the amount of energy and force needed just to get out of the immediate Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah. Off the ground, even.
Just off the ground, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, then you think about how long it's taken them to do what they've done, right? And this is just to shoot around the moon.
Slingshot,
Thank you, around the moon. If we could travel at the speed of light, do you know how long it'd take us to get from here to the moon?
I only know this from some simple maths from Project Hail Mary, but I would imagine at speed of light.
If you could go from nothing to speed of light instantly.
You mean faster than the speed of light? Or
No,
the speed of light.
The speed of light. I'm going to say we can't go faster than the speed of light,
I
because then we're
would-
going ahead of time, aren't we?
I would imagine an hour.
Okay, any other guesses?
I'm going to...
No, I ain't got a clue.
my maths is evading me somewhat today, but at the speed of light, I'm going to say 6 minutes.
I ain't got a clue.
1 second.
Wow.
Really?
So the
I
speed.
guess that makes sense because we can see the moon.
Going at the speed. If you were going at the speed of light, you could go around the
Yeah.
Earth circumference 7.5 times a second. That's what you could do in the speed of light, 7.5 times a second. The distance from here to the moon is 8 circumferences away. So it's a second to get from here to the moon. So when you look at the difference between what that is compared to what we can achieve right now, you start to go, it's certainly not going to be in my lifetime.
No. Do you know what they were travelling at when they were in space?
Yeah.
The last I heard, and I'm not saying this was the fastest, the last I heard when I was watching TV was 18,000 miles an hour.
Oh, that's faster than what I saw.
That's faster than what I saw. I was watching them at launch, and when they first got into Earth's orbit, they were doing 1,400.
Yeah.
And then they slowed down, and it came down to 1,200, 1,100.
Yeah, well, once they exited the Earth's orbit and set on for the moon, I saw them at 5,000.
Yeah, I think just saying, Rob, I think you put the decimal point wrong.
Well, I'm not
They
entirely...
weren't at 1,200, they were at 12,000.
Okay, was that at launch as well? Was that at
well,
launch?
not from the pad.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know...
But they were doing something like 8,000 miles an hour before they'd even left the Earth's atmosphere.
Okay. What about in kilometres? Same thing?
Or it'd be more.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I don't know where I got that from then.
5,000 would be something like 8,000 kilometres.
I think you might be right. I just think you saw 12 and thought 1,200 and not 12,000, if you want me to be honest.
I did. Yeah.
I don't know what speed it was, like you say. You saw what, 5,000?
Yeah.
To answer your question, this is what ChatGPT says about Apollo 13. What actually happened?
Not in the film.
It says the mission was supposed to land on the moon, but after an explosion in the service module, the crew had to abort the landing. Instead, they used a trajectory called a free return trajectory. Did they slingshot the moon? Basically, yes. The spacecraft looped around the far side of the moon. The moon's gravity helped bend their path back towards Earth. This maneuver is often described as a gravitational slingshot, though technically it was already part of their emergency return path. It allowed astronauts Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert and Fred Hayes to get home with minimal fuel use. Mission Control fine-tuned the path with small engine bursts to ensure a safe re-entry. Fun fact, in the film Apollo 13, this moment is shown as a dramatic turning point, and it's actually pretty accurate. That's it. That's all it says.
Well,
just so you know, Apollo 8 did orbit the moon. That's where I've just googled it, and you know I was talking about public service broadcasting.
Yeah,
the song "The Other Side." Mm-hmm. It was Apollo 8.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, boys, because I've been watching it every day for the past week. And literally all they've been talking about is the fact that this is the first time we've gone around the other side of the moon, and that they are the furthest away that humans have ever been away from the Earth.
That's exactly what I heard. I heard the same thing,
all
mate.
I've heard.
Yeah, that is exactly what I heard, and it was only when I was like, hold on, Apollo 13, and then I started seeing all these things saying apart from Apollo 13. But like you said, there must be something, Kirk, where they either went on a wider trajectory because this was planned, or what? I don't know. But that's what they're all saying. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
So it must either be we've never planned it, but as the Mark just said, Apollo 8 did seem to do something similar. So
the year before they landed on the moon, 1968.
Time at the bar, please.
That space shuttle they exploded, Rob, was Space Shuttle Challenger.
Challenger, that's it.
That's it.
Challenger.
The teacher was on board, weren't it? Female teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard of the Mercator projection map, or the Mercator projection?
No.
So I'd not.
Looking at you trying to read it on your phone, neither of you.
It was because there's a Mercator map. And then there's the Mercator projection.
This is not going to turn into Hakuna Matata, is it?
It could do. It could do. But let me explain. Right.
Please do.
Yeah.
So
without your phone.
No, I can't do that. So imagine if you've got the Earth as a globe.
Yes.
Yeah.
As it is.
And you open it out into a flat piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens is you get a lot of warping, right? And you get things that don't quite appear as they are.
Okay.
Right. So
a bit like when I do wallpapering.
Exactly that.
It's all bubbly and...
Exactly that, right? So imagine getting a piece of paper and wrapping it around the Earth, yeah, covering all the sides of the Earth.
That's going to cost a fortune.
It would, yeah. And then in the middle, you put a projector, and every point of Earth is projected onto that piece of paper, and it's printed on there, if you like.
Yeah.
Take the paper off and lay it out flat. Yeah?
Where are you laying it?
So you've got the on
kitchen worktop.
yeah, on a big table.
Yeah.
Big table, big table.
That is a Mercator map, right?
Oh.
And it's what they use. That's what they've used for navigation for years. So a straight line on a Mercator map is actually a direct compass navigation point. So if you followed that line on that map, you would also follow the same path in real life over the same distance, over the way you're travelling. The problem with it is that the further away from the equator you are, things change in size. And what that means is that every time you look at a map of Earth from the Mercator map point, which is all the maps that we see that's flat,
The flat ones, yeah.
you will see that Africa looks smaller than it actually is, and Greenland looks bigger than it actually is. Okay? And in reality, Africa is 14 times bigger than Greenland. But when you look at a map, you would never know that. And
Right.
so
It's like sitting next to Christopher Columbus, this.
I have heard of that before. I didn't know it was called that, but I've heard this before about the map's not really
to scale
as such. I mean, I'm not saying it's way out. I'm not saying that, but it's not really as accurate as it is.
There's an episode of The West Wing about it.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I'm not saying they use that word that you use, and that's why. But there's an episode of The West Wing about it. And they were saying the same, but they were doing it from an angle of that it was giving the perception of different countries being bigger or better, bigger being better than others, and how it wasn't fair that certain countries looked smaller than
obviously
they were.
This is just one example, literally just because it's easier to see. But they're the two countries. And if you look,
for the benefit of the tape here, Rob's holding his phone up with some graphics on it.
You haven't circled them yourself, have you?
No, I haven't.
Because they're in the right places.
Yeah. But so they're the two countries. Yeah.
Which way around are they, Rob?
That's Africa. That's Greenland.
Yeah.
Right. So
get you.
So that's what they look like side by side. Yeah. They do relatively look similar size, don't they? But that's the reality.
You know this is not going to work very well on podcast.
I know. But what I'm showing is a picture of Africa with 14 Greenlands inside Africa.
Yeah.
Right.
But yet on the map it actually looks the
same
same
size.
size.
No, some of them are blue.
Well, listen, let's hope Trump don't find out about this thing, because he'll start saying America's bigger than what it is and all this lot, because give him some ideas.
But it is mad though, isn't it?
Feeding off it.
That's just one example in terms of those two countries. But to think, like you just said, that these other places that we think, oh yeah, that's big, that's small.
They are big.
They are, but look at Russia. It's nowhere near as big as we actually think it is, because it goes so
far.
The
other way around. It's a lot bigger than you think it is. Russia, it's huge.
Yeah, no, but not compared to what we see on the map, flat map. It's not, because it's quite far away from the equator.
I see what you're saying.
So it looks bigger than what it actually is.
Right.
But
Right. Anyway, we need to invite Brian Cox, don't we, on this?
We do
on this podcast.
We do.
Who's going to wake him up?
Why? What's up
He'd
with
have
him?
nodded off by now, wouldn't he?
Why would he? I thought I did a good job explaining
you
that.
did.
I mean, I'm normally a lot worse.
Hey, what do you reckon to Wireless Festival cancelling?
Oh yes.
Have you caught wind of this?
Hold on.
I have. Yeah.
Is this the Kanye West thing?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they cancelled it. I mean, I can understand him, Kanye West, or
Hold on.
or
They've not
whatever his name
cancelled
is.
the festival.
They have.
They have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Hold on. This has escalated quickly. So last night, 2 days ago, they announced that Kanye West was going to headline.
Yes.
Well,
And
that was announced before that, but yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay. And then, I thought it was announced 2 days ago, hence it's all kicked off.
And then he's banned from entering the UK.
Well, first off, they announced he was...
So what had happened, obviously, they'd announced that he was headlining.
Was this recently? It's got to come out of nowhere that all of a sudden everyone just started pulling out randomly.
I thought it was only announced a couple of days ago that he was headlining.
Yeah.
I thought that. I don't know if that's true.
You've been thinking that. I don't know when they released the
I
lineup.
thought they literally,
But
about 2 days ago, they'd announced who was performing, but then they've just gone, boom, Kanye West is headlining.
Well, it's been the backlash that's almost triggered what's going to happen. So obviously Pepsi pulled out as the main sponsor, or I think they're the main sponsor.
Yep.
Then is it Diageo?
Diageo, yeah.
Diageo
Drink
Spirits.
the
Yeah.
spirits
Drinks.
I'd heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, they'd pulled out, and obviously everyone was kicking off, and should they, shouldn't they? Should he be here? Shouldn't he be here? And obviously there were people putting pressure on Prime Minister. Then and then he's blocked him entry to the UK, and Wireless Festival have gone, all right, we're cancelling.
I mean, it all just seems like a complete knee-jerk
I mean, there were a
reaction.
couple of stories that thrown in there because I know Kanye West said that he was willing to meet with some Jewish leaders to apologise to him face to face and all this lot.
Yeah.
Wireless Festival guy came out and supported Kanye West and said, we don't see it as a problem. We've got to give him a chance, let him express himself, type of thing. A couple of things happened in between all this as well.
Yeah.
But I was surprised they actually cancelled the old festival because, what about the fans and what about the other acts that are performing? I mean, if he can't turn up, then he don't turn up. I mean, surely if that don't happen at Glastonbury, if somebody can't perform, they don't go cancel the whole thing. Surely.
Well, this is what
I mean,
this is what opens the hornet's nest, I suppose.
The floodgates.
From this point now is, where does this leave? Music and freedom of speech, if you like, whether you agree with it or not. Now, I don't agree with anything that is said or done, nor do I agree or condone anything that Bob Dylan did at Glastonbury. And Kneecap, if anything, I abhor it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I do like a little bit of protesting music. I like Bob Dylan. That's Dylan, not villain. And he's written about inequalities, racism, and all sorts of different topics throughout his life. And so I think there is a place in music for people to be open and to be able to protest. And I know Pink. Well, there's loads of musicians. You look at Bono. You look at Annie Lennox. You look at
But the difference is, and I know
John Lennon and Yoko Ono, they're sleeping in the,
I know you know this, but the difference is that they tend to be politically charged.
Yes.
Not insultive.
No, absolutely. And this is where the difference is, and this is where I think people are getting caught up in some people are saying, well, actually, why shouldn't people be able to sing and talk about whatever? But like you say, there's a hatred in some of the language and the rhetoric that's being used by some of these artists that's, it's wrong, isn't it?
Hate speech is hate speech, whether it's in a song, whether it's in a poem or posted on social media. We could go down a complete rabbit hole on whether we should be, vilifying people for their thoughts and feelings. That's absolutely fine. But as my argument to that, to all that is, feel free to think whatever you want to think.
Yeah.
As soon as you start sharing that in a public forum, then all of a sudden it's not your thoughts anymore. You're portraying them.
Yeah.
And so therefore, for me, whether it's in music or whatever it is, hate speech is hate speech.
Yeah.
And I absolutely 100% agree. Get this. Are we recording this?
Yeah.
100% agree with Keir Starmer. And I don't know where he found that bit of backbone from, but he found it, and he did what he needed to do. And I completely 100% support him on his decision for it.
Yeah.
Now, whether that should mean that the whole festival, I'm guessing there's more to the story in the background. If they have lost sponsorship, if then obviously the Kanye's can't perform, if then they've sat there and gone, well, we can't get these sponsors back. I don't know. And then they've gone, well, we can't make it work anymore financially. Then that's what it all comes down to, doesn't it?
Could you potentially end up with riots inside your festival?
Yeah.
Of people for and against. Yeah. And then that's an absolute public,
PR nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
it'd be worse than Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take a completely different approach to what any of you have said. To me,
well, I've not said my bit yet.
Kanye West,
careful,
it's
Rob.
just an opinion. Yeah, he's said it. Has he? What he said is his own words. They're not. They're just his words, aren't they? What he said.
So he has released a song called "Hail Hitler."
Right.
He's released music with swastikas as written on them, and do you know what I mean? On the covers,
and we don't agree with that because we don't agree with that,
and it's illegal.
Right, okay. So, what... right, okay. Okay.
Oh,
I'm way too ill informed.
I mean, I'll send my opinion. I'll send my
Yeah.
opinion on it. I mean, I'm not a lover of politics being in music. Full stop. I think musicians should stick to what they do and sing songs. If they want to privately, do their own thing. If Kanye West wants to do his thing, then he can do his thing. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but it's like any profession. If you're an actor, if you're a singer, just stick to your own opinions and keep it off your job. Do you know what I mean? When we all go to work, we don't start expressing our feelings at work to as clients or as colleagues. To the public, shall we? If
with a microphone, because that'd be a bit wrong
but
in my job. You're walking around with a microphone.
I'm talking to your clients. So, if you're talking to customers, you won't start saying to them, "Oh, well, why are you voting Conservative?" or whatever like that. You that's not what we do. I mean, you work in a hotel, Kirk. You don't start saying to people, "Well, why did you vote for Brexit?" You shouldn't be voting for Brexit. You just do your job.
You do. I mean,
if you want to have opinions about that outside work, fine. So this is what I'm saying about musicians. I know it's a very fine line, but I just don't like it when if performers are on stage, perform your song and then get off stage. Don't start bringing politics into it.
I don't mind them using.
I don't like that.
And that's fine. I get that, and I'm not going to sit here and say that you're wrong because it's not. It's just an opinion. I think that if someone is in the public eye and they want to use their platform to get a message out there, a political message out there, then as long as it's not hurting anybody, if you like, or insultive, or this and that other, then I actually don't mind it, because then it's up to me whether I listen to it or not. It's up to me whether I consume that or not, or even believe in what they're saying or not. Politics and political messages have been in music for decades and decades and decades.
They are, but it's more and more now.
Well, what it is I feel as though they're pushing boundaries, and the thing is that's fine. While ever it's opinion and while ever it's politically charged, I think it's fine. As soon as you start crossing over into hate speech, you just said that what you've just said, Rob, and I get where you're coming from, but then you've got to think to yourself, could you imagine if there was a singer out there, and I'm going to say a white singer, all right, and they start championing the Ku Klux Klan. Would that be right? No. Of course, it wouldn't be right.
Yeah,
and it's hate speach. It's inciting
I don't think
hateful behaviour.
You're going to say you don't know
I'm
what Ku
so
Klux Klan is.
naive to all this. I couldn't even tell you what hate speech is. I genuinely couldn't tell you what hate speech is. It's hate to someone. But to someone else, it's their belief.
You just love everybody, Rob, don't you? And that's why you're just like,
it's persecuting a minority or a group of people that So for instance, if you were to call someone
careful
a fat in public, that's not hate speech, because fat people have never been persecuted in a way. If you were to call someone let's say about their sexuality, then it is hate speech because it's protected by law.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's an attribute or a personal characteristic or an attribute that's by law.
Where does the line come where comedians can say certain things, and they could throw a joke out about it, but then. But it's not. But that's okay.
Well, it is a good question, and I've always said that there should be no limits for comedians. I mean, I think the only thing that Kirk's ever said about comedians is about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say that was exactly. Ricky Gervais has done.
But
jokes.
to me, I don't think there should be any subject off. Because it's comedy.
It's difficult. If a comedian was on stage, sort of just telling jokes in a funny way about whatever they're telling jokes about, and everyone in that environment is enjoying that in a humorous way, and they walk out and that's it, then I don't,
But I think sorry, Mark. Go on.
Now, I'm not saying that there should be some content that shouldn't. There are some things that they should never make jokes about.
There should just be a line.
There should just be a line. Yeah. I think there's a difference.
If you draw a line, then you.
Well, but then there's a difference between if that comedian was on stage and he was telling some funny jokes, and then he stood there and now we're going to kill all them, or we should all go out and burn these people, and we should all do this, and we should. That's like almost jousting and getting inciting hatred.
But that's not a joke, is it?
No. But these musicians that are doing what they're doing are doing it outside of. There's an element of what they're doing is outside of the music. They're not singing it. Don't get me wrong.
I thought you were talking about comedians.
Sorry. No. I'm just comparing the two. In that, so when people, a lot of these act, if you like, that are causing a lot of the uproar at the minute. It's what they're doing between the songs, not necessarily just
and
the
that's
songs.
the problem. That's what I'm saying. They should be doing that. Come on, sing your songs, get off stage. Don't get political. Don't start doing chants. Don't start saying vote this. Don't start saying this is bad. Don't start saying... Forget about it. Sing your bloody songs and piss off. That's how it should be.
Now then.
Do you know what I mean?
In fairness,
That's how it should be.
I saw a comedian
Could
this
you imagine
weekend.
Mark at Glastonbury on bringing him on? Right, get on. Right, have you finished yet? Right, piss off.
That's exactly how it
I
should
was
be.
away this weekend. I'm not going to go into it. Great weekend. But there were a comedian. He was a singer, but he was a very funny singer. And he just said at one point, he
What,
said,
did he sing like this?
no, actually, he sang incredibly high. He was a big guy, and he was on Britain's Got Talent last week.
I haven't watched it.
He was on Britain's Got Talent literally last week. Anyway, and he literally came on. He spoke for a little while. He was saying a few funny things, and they were funny. Oh, a bit edgy what he was saying, but he literally just said, "If you're offended, grow up," and moved on. That was it. Yeah. Literally, if you're offended, grow up.
Look, I think there's a fine line. I'm all up for, especially when it comes to comedy, push the boundaries. It's comedy. It's meant to be received in the way that it's delivered.
Yeah.
I quite like the fact of some people would argue, well, I take the mickey out of that group of people, but that's because I take the mickey out of every group of people. And what you're consuming in the way it should be received. And so fine. I think it crosses a line for me when it comes to music or whatever it is, people writing on social media or whatever, when it's inciting violence or inciting hate. And that's not about being offended. It's about, taking
It's almost created a movement, isn't it?
Yeah, but and it's
I agree. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. I was just going to say, speaking of creating movements,
I must admit, I whatever's gone off, I can't help but feel like there's more to it. Because why they would
Kanye
say
West
Kanye
thing.
West can't, he's not allowed in the country, and they go, no, he's out. Not only is he out, we're cancelling the whole thing. You know what I mean? You'd be like, I can't understand why they do that.
yeah.
So yeah.
So speaking of banning Kanye West,
Shall we?
the movement one were better.
I tried to ask.
Here we go. Oh, it's spinning. What's it going to be? Oh, I'm just so excited. Come on. He's nearly there. The Wheel of Features.
So nothing to go over from last week then?
No, it was the challenge last week, weren't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it were good that.
Yeah, it were good.
That. Seb, you did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
We just need some more.
Yeah. So when you've got time, Seb, yeah.
Yeah, send some more in.
Shall we spin the wheel then?
Let's spin it.
Spin it.
Fantastic.
Hey, and I didn't even mean to do that.
In the time it took, he could have traveled to the moon. Rob's riddles finally has a theme tune. Can you guess it? Will you solve it? Rob's riddles. Rob's riddles. Rob's riddles. Rob's riddles.
You know what? Even that jingle's too long.
Is that the right one?
Yeah,
You're not
press
happy
the
that
right
I've
one.
pressed it, are you?
No, because I'm trying to find me riddles.
I love pressing your buttons, Rob.
And these buttons.
Yeah, no, but yours in particularly. You look all
Well,
confused.
now you've done that, you need to talk now.
I'm going to talk.
Fill
you
the
look,
time.
You look all confused. You look like you're going to start delivering some riddles.
No, what I have to do is I have to work out which AI platform I've got them from
Why?
and worked it out from.
Oh, because they're in your history.
Yeah,
I thought you wrote these riddles yourself.
I do.
You.
With the help of AI.
Yeah.
I can't understand
Do you spell
where I've
check 'em?
put it. Can I pause it again, Mark?
No, I'm loving this like little bit of awkwardness. That's like watching Rob struggle, and it makes you really uncomfortable. And while you're concentrating on me talking, you can't find these riddles.
I can't.
So
because
this is going to be an
now
extended
it's putting
episode.
pressure on me, and I'm like,
Absolutely, it
I'm
is.
starting to panic.
And I'm going to give you a drum roll.
I mean, that actually sounds really good through these headphones.
I know.
I need to get some elevator music, don't I, for when we're doing things and someone's looking for
Have
something.
you found it yet?
No, I haven't actually.
Just in case people don't believe us, we don't plan these episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, are we recording again? Are we
Yeah.
back on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for Bob's riddles.
Well,
We've
so
been
are
back-
we, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would just letting the it's just another point to prove, isn't it, that we don't
Just, I
No,
suppose
I'm not-
this
absolutely
this
not.
would be a good opportunity to do a bit of plugging, wouldn't it? Anybody that's not joining us on Patreon yet, you feel free to join us. You don't get anything for it apart from no adverts.
Yeah, which is a big deal. Listen,
it?
people pay
It's a big deal.
fortune for on demand and ITVX and all that just to not have adverts.
Hey, do you know
What
what?
do you watch on 4 on demand?
We've got quite a few people that listen to the no background audio version.
You just keep looking for these riddles.
Yeah,
Really?
sorry. Yeah, we have actually. Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
some of us have
two-
got work tomorrow.
2, but yeah, I
Well,
suppose
last
that's
I
a lot.
looked, there's 4.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
loads.
lot.
Yeah.
it's a lot, isn't it?
It is considering we've only got 7 people subscribed.
I thought we'd only got 4 listeners.
Just well, in all fairness, though, like Mark just said, just please bear in mind,
Me?
guys.
I said this.
No, other one.
Oh.
He's just said it just this second.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
But you know what? It supports us. That's the biggest thing.
Yes.
There will be more content coming on Patreon.
And we
some,
promise we'll try and make it a bit more tidy and streamlined than Rob's riddles.
We've got some really really good features coming up on it. But more than anything, for the minute, just see it as a way of it trying to stop us costing
He's
us
gone
money to put the podcast
He's
out.
gone that far back to find these riddles. They're actually in his file of facts.
Yeah, that is very true.
File of facts.
Now, I think when I originally did these and I worked out, I'd got them ready for we'll be doing this at some point in this next couple of weeks, and it's been ages since it's landed on it.
Have you found them or not?
I've got them,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
Hey!
Yeah, but obviously they're not sorted. So
Same time next week, boys. See you later.
I might end up repeating ones that I've already done. But hey ho, we might have new listeners that have not listened to that far back.
We'll not have any listeners at this rate.
Right, are you ready then, chaps?
Yes,
yes.
Okay,
Ready.
So, okay,
we've had this one.
what can you hold in your right hand but never in your left hand?
Your left hand.
Correct.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. I think we might have had this one, but what is full of holes but still holds water?
A hole.
What is full of holes but still holds water?
A sponge.
Correct.
Oh, well done.
Yes. I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?
Ooh.
I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?
Taken from
coffin?
mine. And shut up in a...
A wooden
Taken
case
from a mine.
from which I am never released,
Ooh. Is it a lift?
and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I? Now I'm going to put a bit of a caveat here, and in modern society, not used as much as it probably was once relevant.
Right. So it's an
Or
old-fashioned
is it a
type
cannonball?
thing.
It's not really old, but at the same time, it's just not used as frequently as it would have been at some point.
Is it teletext?
Nope.
I'm taken from a mine
Yep. And
and
shut up
shut up in a wooden
case.
case.
from which I am never released, and yet I am
a barrel.
used by almost
Coal.
every person. What am I?
Ooh.
It's the fact that it's never released, but yet it's
Yeah.
used.
Is it carbon?
No, but you're close.
Oh,
Is it some sort of gas or something? Or
It's not a gas.
diamonds? Not, I don't think we're going to get it, are we?
Salt?
Although, got a good guess.
Pencil lead.
Pencil.
Graphite.
of course, graphite.
Yeah. And like I
Yeah.
said, people use pencils not every day,
No.
not these days, you know. What gets wetter the more it dries?
Towel.
Yes. I have branches but no fruit. Sorry, I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I?
Lloyd's TSB.
A bank.
A bank, yes.
Oh, well done. You got one.
I'm a bit slow tonight, to be fair.
What is
Just
so
tonight.
what is so fragile that saying its name breaks it?
Silence.
Yes, well done.
We've
What-
had that one before.
We have, haven't we? What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a
Read
head
this.
but never weeps, has a bed but never sleeps?
A river.
Correct.
I've had that one before.
I think,
as
I
well.
think you're going into ones that we've had
Yeah.
before.
Well, I'm not, because it was a new search, but yeah, I think he's just come up with
I've
some of
just
the
thought if
same.
Rob's getting away with these,
You could do
I'm
today
gonna
in
do,
history.
I'm going to do dead and alive. I'm just going to
and
repeat
alive.
him. Dead and alive. I'm going to repeat him.
I am the beginning of the end and the end of every place. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I?
The letter E.
Time.
Oh, I'm quite impressed that you got that one.
Why?
I just am.
It was a logical one, that.
Okay.
And I'm a very logical kind of guy.
You've got two more.
Albeit very fast.
There's two more.
I'm fast and logical.
Brilliant.
Not necessarily in that order.
What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
Once in a
The
minute.
letter M.
Correct.
That's another logical one.
It is.
See, I'm fast, aren't I?
You are
and
a logical ones.
I'm fast and logical and fast.
And the last one, let's see if you can get this one, Mark. If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me, you no longer have me. What am I?
If you have me, you want to share me.
If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me, you no longer have me. What
Ooh.
am I?
Time.
Nope.
Love.
If you have me,
You've lost your streak now, ain't you, sunshine?
A
cold.
a secret.
A secret. Well done,
here
Kirk.
we go.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy. Absolutely superb.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Well, it's been a pleasure, boys.
It has.
Yeah, I'm back off to the moon.
It is,
Enjoy.
in the words
we'll
of Tom.
see you on the dock
Thanks
side.
for having me. It's been really great.
And we'll see you next week.
See you later, boys.
Thank you for your continued support with our independent podcast. Did you know that you can interact with us and other listeners on Facebook, on the Chat In Tap Room Facebook group? You can also get in touch via email, innthechat@gmail.com, and of course on any of our socials. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.